Hi, I'm Jaelyn. I'm a diver here at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium, and today I'm going to be showing you some of our hand signals that we use to communicate underwater. Right now, we're just waiting for our divers to come up to our front panels so we can demonstrate some of the hand signals that we use on a day-to-day basis. It's super important that we have a way to communicate with one another both underwater and from being underwater to our front of house. Obviously, if you have a regulator in, you're unable to speak, so this allows us to effectively communicate any gear malfunctions or questions about the dive plan that we may have. All right, now that our divers have joined us, we're going to go over some of the hand signals that we like to use. First and foremost, in diving, you never want to run out of air. So the best way to ask how much air someone has left underwater is to go like this. And then as you can see, they're looking at their air gauges. He's symboling 3,000 pounds. And you would just do that right on your forearm. And then for how much air you have, if he has 3,000, he's just going to go 3 right here on the arm. Second thing that would be super important to know is this is both a response and a question. So, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. So I would go, okay, and he's okay. So he's doing it in response to me asking that. And then as you can see, they're asking each other and confirming that everyone is in fact okay. If they were not okay and there was an emergency, you would symbolize that by saying X. So that means that there is going to be an emergency underwater. So if there is an emergency and a diver is symbolizing this, you would want to exit the water immediately just to make sure that they can figure out what that exact emergency is. Some examples of what an emergency would be underwater could be that you're out of air, don't want to be out of air, or you could be experiencing anxiety. This is going to be the symbol for anxiety, and you would immediately go above the water. If you're out of air, you would also want to immediately exit the water or buddy breathe with your other dive partner. For our dive ops here at the aquarium or in diving in general, you want to make sure that you and your dive buddies are staying close together. So if they were too far apart, either in the water, one of them would symbol buddy up so they knew to come back together. Or here at the aquarium, as a front of house safety, you could tell them to buddy up and come back together because you're unable to see both of them at one time. At the aquarium, our divers have the privilege of getting to swim with sand tigers, sandbars, and nurse sharks. And while we're doing maintenance in the exhibit, we just have to make sure that no one's running into a shark. And we would symbolize that by saying, there's a shark above you. Don't pop up too fast and headbutt the shark in the stomach. So these are some of the hand signals that we use to communicate on a day-to-day basis here at the Greater Cleveland Aquarium. If you ever have any more questions, come and join us on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 11:30 a.m. for a Sharks and Scuba Talk, where our divers will be able to actually talk to you from inside of the exhibit. Very cool stuff.